guys, it's Stephanie, and today I want to talk about my February TBR. I am really excited about this TBR because this TBR just has so many books that I have been really looking forward to. So a lot of them are books that I have recently purchased, and I think you know that itch you get when you just buy a book that you just want to get to it right away. But a few of them I had buddy reads set up for, and they kind of all seem to have fallen into the month of February, which I said I wasn't going to do, but January was a really good reading month for me, so I think I can handle it. I read a lot of books last month, so I think I should be fine. And these are all books I am really excited about, so I think that'll really help. No, like, I legitimately am excited for every single one of these books, which I think is new. Anyway, enough with the crazy, let's just get to the books. So the first book I am reading in February, not that these are chronological, the first book on the stack of books that I am reading in February is John Darnielle's Wolf in White Van. This was a recent purchase for me, a book that I heard about on the Literary Disco podcast, or at least heard discussed. I had heard of it, and I absolutely love this cover. I am buddy reading this with Liz Schubert. And I mentioned in my haul that I don't know a ton about this. I know it is about a guy who runs a game, and it's kind of very lo-fi, low-tech virtual reality, and it's done through like mail correspondence. I guess I shouldn't say virtual reality, like a role-playing game where people make decisions and he writes them with like the consequences of their decisions, and it's a whole thing he does. That's really all I know though, so I can't go too much into this because that's honestly what I know. Everyone that has talked about this has made it sound so intriguing that I just absolutely need to read it, and it's pretty short, and John Darnielle has a book coming out this month. Maybe it already came out. I'm really bad at keeping up with new releases, but I'm hoping to finish this, and then I requested his new book at the library, so hopefully I'll be getting that soon too. Next book, Anthony Bourdain's Kitchen Confidential. This is Anthony Bourdain's memoir that I was talking about that I received for Christmas, and I was really excited to get to. And I'm really excited because I had the audiobook on hold on overdrive, and it just came in, and I am really, really excited. And I have heard that that is the way to do this book, is with Anthony Bourdain reading things to you in his sarcastic, snotty voice. So I'm definitely going to be getting to this soon because it is, you know, in my queue, ready to go. The next book that I am reading is another buddy read I'm doing, and it is connected to one of my favorite books of 2016, Life After Life. This is Kate Atkinson's A God in Ruins. Not technically a sequel, but like a spin-off novel from that, following the main character in Life After Life's little brother Teddy. I am not quite sure exactly what the plot is, if it's as sci-fi reincarnation driven as Life After Life, but I know it follows him, and I think it takes place after World War II and how he deals with it, but don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. But I am buddy reading this with Dan Martin over at DanMartinLikesYou, and I am really excited. I absolutely love his channel. You definitely need to go check him out because he is hilarious. So looking forward to tackling this one with him. Can't wait. And I also love this cover. The next book I am reading, I am buddy reading with the other hilarious male booktuber, Adam at Memento Mori, and we are going to do George Saunders' The 10th of December. This is a short story collection that has received nothing but praise from every corner of the bookish world. So I am really excited to get to this. I did mention I wanted to get to more short stories in 2017, so I think we're going to do like a short story a day and see how that works. This is one that I bought at a library sale that I have just been meaning to get to, and Adam and I had kind of vaguely talked about getting to it sometime, but we finally have a date. It's finally here, so this is a very anticipated buddy read that I have been looking forward to for, I think, months, so it's about time. But the next book I am reading was also a really anticipated buddy read that we have finally set a date on, and that date is the end of February, and I am buddy reading this with Julie over at A Girl in the Book and Katie at Life Between Words, and this is the third installment in the Dublin Murder Squad series, and this is Tana French's Faithful Place. I know that this follows Frank, who was a minor character in the last novel, which is the way that her novels work. Like, whoever's the protagonist in the current novel was a minor character in the last novel. So I'm interested in getting to this because I liked Frank in The Likeness, so it'll be interesting to get a book from his point of view. And the mystery in here seems super interesting. I mean, all of the plots in her books just sound really interesting, but in this one, Frank, when he was in high school, he and his high school sweetheart were going to run away, and they were supposed to meet at a certain place at midnight. And he went to the location and she wasn't there, and he waited for her. She never showed up and he never saw her again. And so he just, you know, figured that she left town without him or ran away. But I forget how many years later it is. At that place, a discovery is made, and it's basically her bag and all her ID and passport. So it's kind of looking like something happened to her that night, like she was murdered or kidnapped. I'm not quite sure, but that premise alone just sounds really intriguing. I am really just itching to get to this. So this will be at the end of February, and I could not look forward to this more. And then the next book is a book I am reading at the moment that I am starting. I'm starting a trilogy, so we'll see how this goes. I haven't done too well with like every series that I've started, minus the Dublin Murder Squad series, because that one's just been great. But this seemed like a very different kind of series. Like, it wasn't a genre, you know, sci-fi, horror, mystery kind of series. This seemed like a literary fiction series. And it follows a family over multiple generations, which, guys, you know that's my jam. So I was really interested to start Jane Smiley's Some Luck. I got the audiobook for this, and I am liking it so far. There's a big, huge family tree in the front cover, which you guys also know. As a part of that genre, if I open a book and there's a family tree in the cover, my interest level is peaked like 10 points. I love just big, sprawling, epic family sagas, and this is a trilogy that follows, I think, the Langdon family, and they are a farming family, and I'm not sure, I think it's called like the 100 Years trilogy. So I'm really hoping that this is a series I can just get into, and a family saga I can just really, really just get into and really know these characters, you know, as you do with family sagas. So here's to hoping that this one works out for me, because I just need a good American family saga. You know what I mean? So that is what I am planning to read in February. Please wish me luck. Thank you so much for watching. What is a book that you are reading in February that has been anticipated or that you are really excited to finally get to? Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.